All right, here we go with Maple Hill Gold, hole number 15. So no changes to this one. This is a hole that I wasn't running very often until I did the highlight videos for the Aces Come Easy Challenge. The last video I did, or the last clip of that video that I did was this hole, and I found a pretty good ace line. But I usually just throw the Vandal as something nice and straight and understable is going to be a great disc on this hole. Vandal, River, Hatchet, something like that. But I'm going to show you my safe Vandal line. We're going to start out in this one wind. So I slide to the right, middle chevron just next to that tree there, and then a straight pull from here is pretty much a guaranteed birdie every time on this hole. Even in tough winds, I can kind of adjust and just hit that gap every time with the Vandal. I'm sure the River does just as well, but trying to throw something more stable to hit this gap has to be a little more complicated. That's why I like the Vandal. Again, slide right, middle chevron by that tree, straight pull down. This is a one wind, headwind. Let's see if we get a different wind here and show you kind of some adjustments. So we got a two headwind, so it's going to turn a little more. It's going left to right. So I'm going to put a little bit of, either adjust my aim and straight pull, or I adjust my hyzer and put a little bit of hyzer on that. But that one I just adjusted to the left a little bit and continue to pull straight down, and it allowed me to hit that gap. We got a big tailwind here, so instead of adjusting left to right, I'm going to lower my aim. That way it's going to turn a little more coming out of the hand. Didn't quite turn it enough, but as long as you get past that first tree there, you're going to be, have a putt for birdie. So as far as the skip line, I really like the forehand skip sapphire line that I found. Basically, I'm going to slide to the left to kind of open up the gap a little bit, and I'll show you my aim point. So we're forehand accurate skip sapphire. Bottom chevron is kind of going to be down. You see a little shadow there, anywhere in this area. But I like to go right about there along the edge of that tree, and not quite a full ante on this shot, depending on the wind. Oh, if I made it, no, that's gonna maybe off the tree. Oh, almost. So for this shot, I know sometimes I adjust my aim point, others I adjust my pull down. For this one, it's a tight gap to hit, so I prefer adjusting my pull down on this one. So I kind of stick with the same aim point. Sometimes I go a little higher or lower, but depending on what the wind's doing, I'd rather just adjust my aim point by taking some anhyzer off or putting some anhyzer on it. So again, slide left. We got a big left to right wind, so I'm going to keep my same aim point, just add some anhyzer just to turn that disc more. That's a challenging wind. The hard part about this line is getting it lined up with the basket, but not hitting that tree farther down there. Let me see if I can show you. So this is a right to left wind. I like this wind. Any sort of right to left wind I like a lot, because it keeps it farther left before it starts to fade back to the right. So it's kind of easier to keep it heading towards the basket versus having to get the turn just right, if that makes any sense. I tried lowering my aim on this one a little bit. Skips a little early. That's another option. So there's lots of different options. Just find a line that works for you, but it shouldn't take us too long to hit this one, I don't think. So we got a left to right two wind, same aim point. Add a little bit more anhyzer because we got a left to right wind. This wind is a little harder to hit. Don't hit the tree. This is gonna be good. Go in. Nice. Tougher wind to hit it in as well. But if you just barely miss that tree, usually got a good shot at making that. I want to get it again. I got that pretty quick. I feel like we're going to try to go back to back. Probably not going to happen, but we're still going to try. Always try. And then I think I'm going to try a few more. I'd like to hit this one again just to figure out this line a little better, because this is definitely a line I'm going to start using all the time. It's pretty safe. As long as you don't hit any trees early, you're going to get down there and have a good shot at birdie. So I don't see why not. I do like my Vandal line a lot, but go in. That's the same wind I hit it earlier. Oh, man, for some reason that left to right two wind I seemed to do pretty well, but I ended up with the spit out there. So we got a right to left wind. This is the wind I prefer, just because it kind of keeps the disc from fading back too hard. That way I turned it way too much though. If you're going to miss, missing left of that tree is not bad. You're going to end up with an easy birdie. But let's see. Here's that same wind I hit it earlier. That 2 left to right wind. See if we can just miss this tree again. Oh man, we're going to end on that. You get the ace twice. I like it. There you go with hole number, what is that, 15? Yeah, 15 for Maple Hill Gold. Hope you guys are enjoying these how to ace or eagle every hole in the valley. We're going to move on to the last 3 holes of Maple Hill. As always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.